custody. According to tips and interviews we have gotten from neighbors, the mom was often doing or strung out on drugs, and she was letting the suspect molest the child in exchange for illegal narcotics and room and board. Based on our preliminary findings, the most likely scenario at this point is the suspect conspired to kill the child after out of fear CPS would find out about the abuse and have them criminally charged. But the plan went wrong because the suspect couldn't control himself and molested the child prior to the killing in the woods. The mom might have been in on it, but right now we don't have enough evidence to charge the mother as of yet. The FBI has secured a search warrant for the home, and we have been canvassing the area for evidence all weekend. Monica has informed authorities that she will no longer talk to us about her son's death without a lawyer present. Welcome and all American Cartel members, Anons, Facebook friends, Instagram followers, random YouTube viewer, Twitter followers. Thanks for joining me. My name is Julio Hawkes and I am the Theorizing Theorist. And today we're going to be going over this case being broken wide the fuck open. Now, it's as bad as we all suspected, guys. So I'm just going to brace anybody. If you're squeamish and you don't really want to hear it, you don't have to. It's as bad as we all suspected. But if you want to hear the details, the police chief or the Dallas Police Department spokesperson came out with a statement. I'm not sure when it was out. I think it was in the beginning, in the preliminary stages of this investigation. So I'm not sure how accurate the information still is. But it goes over how, well, you heard in the beginning, and it's a lot worse than that. So we're going to read some of the statements from the father of Mrs. Monica Sherrod. Now, if you're not sure who that is the ex-girlfriend of the father of the twins. Now, the real mother, she is named, I can't remember, I think Megan Seahorse or something like that. I don't remember. But they're both, pretty bad people in my book at this point. So, of course, I'm always open to new information and changing my mind, so please comment below if you know anything or if you have any tips or info. Also, please be sure to like this video, subscribe, and share. Share this on social media for me. Help me get the word out there. The alt news and the news that the mainstream media does not and refuses to cover. Be sure, if you want to help support this independent investigative journalist, below for for links to my Venmo, CASHAPP, and PayPal. And without further ado, let's dive into this story. An update for now. The kid that abducted him was 18 years old. My daughter has video of him on her surveillance taking him from the house by everyone was sleeping. He slipped in the house without anyone noticing and took him around 5. Something in the morning, my knowledge, a friend was with him who recorded the whole incident and went back to the house with him again because they plan on taking Carter, his twin brother, and doing the same thing. People were awake in the house and looking for Cash by the time he returned, so he just went away. After the police picked him up and the other boy who were seeing more people's porch videos a couple blocks down where they duck voice body in the street, the other kid turned over his phone recordings to the police showing them what happened because he recorded the whole thing. Suck for whatever. And this is Kurt Pinkerton, the mother of Monica Sherrod. Cash and Carter are 2 little boys our daughter Monica has been taken care of since they were left with her a few weeks ago by a parent who dipped out. For Cash, 4 years old, he was abducted from their house yesterday in South Dallas, taken away from the home, raped, beaten, and stabbed to death. They caught the 18-year-old kids did it. He is behind bars, and he won't see you very many more days, I'm sure. Cash now live in heaven, and you will not have to worry about being abandoned no more. Now, in these comments, I found a very interesting post. We're going to read that in a second, but first, let's just read some of these comments. Why didn't Monica report Cash missing before 11 a.m.? That puts him not in her home for 6 hours without him being reported missing. Cash was found around 6:30, and the guys heard people looking for Cash when they went back to Carter. When they went back for Carter, that means she knew he was missing for hours before reporting him. Alexis and they couldn't have been looking for him too hard. The police was all in the neighborhood. I bet they called when the police was a few houses down from them and they had to act concerned. Thank you. I was like, this makes no sense. Let's see what else. Oh, never mind. I don't know if it pops it up. Gail, all right. Where did the 11 a.m. info come from? The whole thing is outrageous and so terribly sad. Daniela Robinson, I've read in an article she reported him missing around 11 a.m. as well. This whole story is twisted and I bet more people will be arrested in time. Alexis Annette, not if she was asleep, she didn't. I raised 2 boys and it was quite possible if they weren't in there clamoring for breakfast that I might sleep till whenever I woke up. Because raising children is exhausting, and if they let you lie in bed, sometimes you do before you, okay, so you get what she's saying. I'm looking for information here, not people's opinions. Don't forget that she had kidnapped kids in her house that she didn't report to the police. She might have been so exhausted if she did the right thing when they were supposedly abandoned with her. Well, maybe she was trying to hang on to the kids to keep custody for her husband or her boyfriend or whoever, and I think she even said it's her ex at this point, so they weren't together anymore. And another thing, how come the real mother didn't, I don't know what the custody agreements are or what she could have done to get custody of her children, but I mean, what's up with that? So that's just some questions I have here. So just so you know, if you guys come here, you're going to see that the actual father of the mother comes and, or the stepmother, or whatever you want to call her, comes and defends his daughter. Let's see here. How can someone donate to help? A GoFundMe for what? You're going to donate? Please donate to the biological mother who was reunited with Carter today after searching for her children since March. Rumor is she was reunited and then the kid was taken away from her as well. So reunited temporarily is what it should say. Now I'm not sure on that though. Alexis Annette, okay, and who is the biological mother? I don't know these people. I live in Dallas. Saw the report. I wanted to help with whatever funeral expenses. Now that's honorable at least. Her name is Melinda Seagrove. And then it goes, and then here's the thing that I wanted you to see. No issues. I just didn't want you to put your money to go from that DPD has warned us about. There's a little backstory why I warned you the GoFundMe accounts was fraudulent. Let's see what this says. And I think this hopefully is the image I screenshotted for us to read. It's a statement from Albert Martinez from the Dallas Police Department. No, I'm not sure if this is that, but we'll definitely read this. I don't think this was that, but sorry, I'm trying to read it real quick. No, this isn't what I wanted to read to you, but the Dallas Police Department would like to correct misleading information that has been circulating with news in the social media regarding the death of 4-year-old toddler discovered on Saturday. We have received official confirmation from the Dallas County Medical Center that the toddler is Cash Gernon. There has been a misidentification of Miss Monica Sherrod as to being Cash's biological/stepmother. Cash was left in the care of Miss Sherrod by his father, unbeknownst to his biological mother, Miss Melinda Seagrove. According to Miss Sherrod, she has not been able to contact the father since his departure from her residence in March 2021. Meanwhile, Miss Seagrove, with the help of her mother, Miss Connie Ward, has been conducting an extensive search for her sons for an extended amount of time. Cash's brother has since been reunited with their mother, Miss Seagrove. We would also like to caution the public that fraudulent GoFundMe accounts have been set up. Please verify the source before donating. Okay, so it's identifying Brown as the killer. So let's go back here. Come on. Shokundo it. There we go. Did you read the updated DPT bulletin? Let's see here. I'm gonna try to find that for you real quick because it explains quite a bit on Miss Monica Sherrod and what she has apparently been doing with this 18-year-old. And this is from Albert Martinez. He writes in a statement, I don't know how accurate this is or if you would like to retract it, but at this point we're going to go with this. So there has been an arrest in the death of a 4-year-old recently found dead in the street, and the investigation is ongoing. The suspect, who has a history of mental health and drug use related issues, is not been charged with murder and only has a preliminary child kidnapping charge at this time. No cause of death has been determined. If the medical examiner concludes there was foul play or a child molestation, we will add additional charges after those forensic results. However, it has come to our attention that the mother of the child has been giving a completely fabricated version of events to the media and a local news outlet recently. The mom, who we will only refer to as Monica at this time, claimed that her son was randomly kidnapped in the middle of the night. The suspect broke into her house and she claimed she saw home surveillance that proved that story. But this is not accurate, and the mom never once called police making that accusation and didn't file any missing persons report. For 2 whole days, the mom stayed silent and never once called the police or reported him as missing. So that's why no Amber Alert was sent out. Most parents would immediately call the police if a stranger broke into their home and kidnapped their child, but this mother did not. The mom and the suspect did indeed have a relationship, and according to neighbors, he was there all the time and also had been living in the house with the family on and off. At this point, we do not yet know what the mother and suspect were involved with. The mom is not a credible person and has lengthy criminal history herself and has prior Facebook posts and doctored photos referring to herself as a proud gang leader and armed robber. Prior to this incident, the 4-year-old victim's twin brother was taken away by Child Protective Services and is in state custody. According to tips and interviews we have gotten from neighbors, the mom was often doing or strung out on drugs, and she was letting the suspect molest the child in exchange for illegal narcotics and room and board. Based on our preliminary findings, the most likely scenario at this point is the suspect conspired to kill the child after out of fear CPS would find out about the abuse and have them criminally charged. But the plan went wrong because the suspect couldn't control himself and molested the child prior to the killing in the woods. The mom might have been in on it, but right now we don't have enough evidence to charge the mother as of yet. The FBI has secured a search warrant for the home, and we have been canvassing the area for evidence all weekend. Monica has informed authorities that she will no longer talk to us about her son's death without a lawyer present. And I can't see when this was posted. Oh, let's see, there's a date up here. Nope. So I can't see when that was posted, probably at the very beginning, because he's still referring to her as the mother, and then later on in the other post, he says that it's not the mother, right? So maybe he's kind of partially to blame for this whole confusion of her being the mother. So anyway, guys, that's all I really had for you. That's all I really wanted to show to you guys. So yeah. Go check out Kurt Pinkerton's post. He spills a little bit of beans, not too much, and then the mom of Seahorse or whatever her name is there as well, arguing and calling the family despicable and whatnot. Now, I want everyone to kind of stay in the middle on this. Don't be a fool and say you know what happened. The facts are coming out. We're getting there slowly, not even that slowly, surely, guys, we're getting there. So let's all just relax, calm down, quit talking so much trash, I would imagine, and just wait for the truth to come out. When we see it get stagnant or it kind of, we're not solving it anymore, then maybe apply some pressure to these people and go with assumptions or theories or best possibility or best probability as to who killed this poor Cash fella. So, all right, guys, that's all I have for you. If you want to check out Kurt Pinkerton's deal, go to his Facebook, and I would do it rather soon before he deletes this. He's catching lots of flack. He has 529 comments of pure hate and rage on one and 712 on the other. Now, maybe he didn't know what his daughter was up to. And then I also heard that Kurt Pinkerton was the stepdad of this Monica Sherrod. So maybe he was involved. Who knows what's really going on. But like I said, it's all coming out. So with that said, guys, I'm going to bail on this video. You know the routine. Well, actually, be sure to like, subscribe, share, follow, all that good stuff. And if you are so inclined and able to donate even a penny to my, to keep this channel going up and running with lots of videos popping up, please consider donating. In the description below, there's some links to my PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. I would very much so appreciate you guys helping me out and this cartel out, staying alive, and supporting the cause. You know, we all like to have this information readily available and not have to go through hours of research to get it like I do. So please be somewhat appreciative of all the efforts that I go to. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. You know the routine. As always, to God be the glory.